Hello YouTubers, in this video I want to show you how you can measure splitting flow rates in a combustion chamber in SolidWorks. Of course anyone knows how to measure flow rates in the input and in the output, in the inlet and in the outlet of a closed volume, but how can you measure flow rates in various intersections? So, this is a combustor of a turbojet engine. As you can see, it consists of two parts. The combustor case, which is this one, which is a simple tube, as you can see. And the combustion liner, which is the internal tube, in which the combustion happens in the inside. These holes are for air going in, for leaked air. So, to explain how this is happening, air goes from the compressor into this diameter here, and it splits. Some amount of the air goes inside the combustion liner, and the rest amount goes outside the combustion liner. It helps for cooling the combustion liner, and it helps for cooling the combusted gases. This is one part. In the simulation we are going to assume that this is one part. So, these are the intersections that I want to measure flow rates. For example, 1 kgs goes in. How much goes in the combustion liner and how much goes outside the combustion liners. Then, how much air leaks through these small holes so that the combustion can happen to get the proper amount of air for the amount of fuel. So, we want to measure the internal mass flow rate at this point and the external. And it goes on for the various intersections. For example, here. The first thing to do is to create leads at each point, but you must pay attention so that the leads cover the whole area. So to begin with, open the flow simulation and create a new study. We have internal analysis. The reference axis is X. We have air. In this point, you click in the input data, component control, and you disable all the internal cross sections that you want to measure flow rates, except of the combustor case and the combustor liner. So this is the only thing that I want to do the flow simulation. Also we need to create the leads. So this is the input. And this is the output. We need to check that the leads are also in the component control, that they are checked. Okay. So for boundary conditions, I'm gonna apply 1 kgs for simplicity in order uh, to know how much air goes in the liner and outside easily. So 1 kgs, and in the outside, environment pressure. So we don't need anything else at the moment. So run the study. This is done in order to find out the proper diameter of these holes, so that we can calculate the exact amount of air that we want for the combustion that is happening in the primary zone, in the combustor liner, and the rest amount of air we want it to mix with combusted gases in order to cool them, and so that it doesn't harm our turbine blades. So this will take some time. So the calculation is over, and let's check what we've done. So in the results tab, we go to surface parameters, insert, and then we look for mass flow rate. So in the inlet, we have 1 kilogram per second. At this point, 0.1 kilograms per second goes in the combustor liner, and the rest of it goes outside. Of course, if you add these two surfaces, we see that we have a small deviation in the amount. We have 1.0185. Of course, we have 1 kilogram in the inlet, so this is a small deviation. I don't know why this is happening. So 0.1 kilogram goes in the combustor liner. At this stage, we have 0.2 approximately. So 0.1 kilogram goes in from these primary holes. On the outside, we have 0.8 kilogram per second. So because we have no holes in this section, at this point, the flow rate should be the same with this point. So in the first section we have 0.19, In the second we have 0.2. Okay, there is again a small deviation, but it's okay. Then from 0.2 we are going to 0.3. So 0.1 kilogram leaks in from these holes. Again in the next section 0.55, and in the final section at this point there shouldn't be any flow rate. So that's correct. Okay, it's negative because some turbulence happens here, and the whole amount should be here, 0.999. Okay, and in the outlet we have 0.1. We have 1 kilogram per second. So this is how you calculate the mass flow rate, the splitting flow rates. In any case, the only thing you must pay attention is not to merge these bodies with the cases. These are separate bodies, and before you start the calculation, in the input data component control, you need to disable all of them and keep only the leads and the main body.